Hey guys, this is Obsidian Chill. Got another video for today. This is actually going to be the first part of a two-part video that I'm going to release today about the episode. I didn't want to include this in the other video all into one because it would probably end up turning to be like a 20-minute video with me kind of talking. And this one is serious enough that it deserves definitely its own video. So the episode's released now. European servers just came up. I think Xbox were a little bit behind as well. US servers been up for a while. There was an unannounced change that was included a part of this episode. So if you go to your currency tab, you can now purchase marks for the current episode as well as the last two. So, you know, for 500 Bizarro samples, you know, 22,500 Daybreak cash, that's like 260. Like if we go here to add, I mean that 113, this is Canadian currency, so on the conversions, that'd be like $260 for 500 marks, or the tarot cards going back. But the main thing is with this currency, the Coney coins is the episode currency for this one. So for 450, 2250, and 4500, you can get marks. So if we go back to that EG7 video, I mean, first of all, this is just ridiculous. This is absolutely not needed. This is what they call like an MBA decision. Like MBA is just you know, Masters of Business Administration. So this is what you got. This is a call made down in the boardroom saying, you know, how can we get some more money or easy revenue out of an episode? Hey, let's just purchase currency. You know, we already go back to that EG7 video where they said episode 47 didn't have the level of engagement they were looking for. How do we feel that it's a good idea if we're trying to increase engagement to sell currency for the episode? Now all players, like, so you completely trivialize content. You don't even have to run it. You could just start buying currency packs, go to the broker, buy full vendor gear. What's to stop in the future if I'm selling renown packs? And you can just buy renown, then you buy the elite gear. You don't have to run the content. You get to a point where, yeah, of course it's going to be expensive, but there's plenty of people. I mean, we know all the whales in this game or players that are more than willing to spend money on like artifacts, booster bundles, allies, you know, time capsules, everything like that. There's no reason why they wouldn't, because obviously in this game it's shown to favor time. That's why all the people waited for 2 times nth metal sales or any kind of nth metal weeks or when, you know, nth metal was for sale or trade on the marketplace, etc., on the broker, because, you know, they don't want to spend out and grind an entire 0 to 200 artifacts. I'd rather just, you know, buy the nth metal, buy the catalyst, and kind of skip that. So it's like I mean, people are going to say it's pay to win, but then people are going to argue that what are you winning? I mean, you're winning the episode, winning like feats. So it's not pay to win in terms of that prospect, but it's it's a completely pay to advance. But I'm not going to really touch on that because, I mean, that's kind of the same kind of topic of conversation for the past. But, you know, you get to a situation where people are going to run the episode maybe just enough to get renown. You know, I mean, these raids aren't that interesting anyway. We have the new raid, which if you haven't seen my video, it's already released. It's a 2-boss fight. The elite raid took 15 minutes. So regular is going to probably take like less than 10 minutes or 10 minutes. All of this is a bunch of ads, 2 bosses. Bosses we've already fought before in Darkside War Factory, Granny Goodness and Darkside. The alert takes less than 10 minutes. It's the same thing. It's only 2 bosses. The solo takes like 6 minutes. There's augment ranks even to increase your damage for the raid. So, and this content is supposed to last until probably at least Q1, late Q1 2025. So that means for the next like 3 months, we've got an episode that you could completely finish. I mean, the bounty like people are going to start running the bounties. You don't even get full mission credit from the bounties. So, I mean, I'm kind of getting sidetracked here, but it's just, this is not a healthy decision for the game. This is not what you want to do when you're trying to have increased replayability for episodes. I mean, even if we go, I'll cover it in my other video, like my next part 2 as well. But even if we go to like the feats for this episode, we have 4 raid feats released, 2 of them being elite. Actually, 1 of them being elite, and the other one's being normal or elite, normal. They have said that there's a known issue, more feats will be released later. But I mean, the episode's been on test for like over a month, and there's only 4 raid feats. Alert feats, there's like what, 5 or 6. One's elite plus, which we can't even do because elite plus isn't even there. On that, you have like 1 elite one, just a bunch of normals. There's some no solo feats, and then there's just the base item feats, everything else, so like the basic ones, augments, OP items, 1 style. So how can we get to a situation where where players are encouraged to run the content? Players are not encouraged to run the content for replayability, for feats, for challenge, for interesting mechanics. Now we can just buy currency. So if you want to get your feats or max CR or get your CR up, or say, you get your vendor gear, but you don't really want to grind out anything for like the OP waste or anything like that, I'll just buy currency coins. And that seems to be going forward. Oh, you want to catch up on the game? Just buy currency. It's a slippery slope. And not to mention the fact that since they released these coins on the currency market, the marketplace, I highly doubt we'll be seeing as many 2 times and 3 times mark weeks. That was a part of like the bonus weekly episodes. If we go back to like 3 or 4 episodes ago, even like Shock to the System episode 45, we had like what 3 or 4 3 times mark weeks, like multiple 2 times mark weeks. But now that you can buy currency in the marketplace, why would we have that? What sort of incentive at all is for them to have any kind of 2 times to 3 times mark weeks? Maybe 1 or 2 at the max, because we can just buy currency. If you want to grind out your content, don't wait for a double mark week, just buy the currency. That's what it's going to be. It's the same thing happened with Death Metal. As soon as wolf packs came out, absolutely no talk about double XP for Nth Metal or double fortify. Why? Because the wolf packs are there. If you want multiple artifacts, just buy one and then wolf pack it, and then you've got it for all across those count. So that's what's going to happen. Mark my words, that's certainly going to happen. We're certainly going to see less 2 times, 3 times a week because of this currency packs. And just it's honestly ridiculous. It's not healthy at all for the game. We want to encourage players to run the content. How do we do that? Make more engaging, interesting content. Or you shift the direction where we just have content for whatever, and then we'll just put the currency packs on so players can buy it, and they don't even have to run the raids. They can run the raid once, that's enough. Or they run the raid for the feats, that's enough, and then just buy currency packs for everything else. That's not the way to monetize it. DC Universe Online is not like a mobile game. It was a proper game, and now it seems the direction really seems to be shifting. So I just want to touch upon this just so that players are aware of it, because it wasn't announced. It wasn't a part of the hotfix notes either, or the patch notes for the episode. It was basically just discovered by logging into the currency and checking the marketplace for the currency. So I don't know if it's going to be acknowledged by the development team, or if there's going to be any kind of announcement regarding it, or kind of like a decision. Maybe we'll have to wait till a producer's letter if they want to talk about it there. But right now, just FYI, you can just skip the content and just buy marks now.